my friends, it's your old pal Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? I hope you said, well, I'm doing great. We rolled into Memphis last night. We're staying at the Guesthouse at Graceland, the Elvis themed hotel, and when we came into town, look at what we saw last night. They had fireworks going off. When we showed up, it was actually 4th of July, and the house just looked amazing. Now we're gonna start out our day today in Memphis by walking over to Graceland, and we got enough time early enough in the morning before they open that we can actually walk up to Elvis's final resting place. So I thought that was an appropriate way to start our day. Scott hasn't been there in years, so Days with Jordan the Lion, Scott Michaels, a dearly departed, it begins right now. This is an absolutely amazing hotel. Totally worth staying here. All the way down to the Elvis Presley light fixtures. Scott, how was your stay here at the Guesthouse? Is this your first time here?
It is, yeah, it was fantastic. Be able to walk over to Graceland after just a couple feet out the door, and it's a beautiful hotel.
Then one of the cool features they have, if you can't make it to Graceland for whatever reason, because a lot of times the pilots and flight attendants stay here, you can get the feel of Graceland here in the South Tower. This tribute to the Graceland staircase. And it's been a minute since we've been in this lobby. And here's the outside of the guest house at Graceland that we stayed in. Looks just like the house. So also, if you don't have the time to do a full tour at Graceland, because Scott and I are not gonna do that. I told him, you know, he hadn't been there in a long time. I said, there's so much to see now. They've added so many different wings across the street of like the automobiles and the military stuff and just so much stuff. You really need a full day, but if you get up early enough from, I believe, 8 a.m. till 9 a.m., you can go walk up the driveway of Graceland and visit Elvis, his final resting place. And I believe that's something they have to do in order to, it's technically considered a cemetery since Elvis and his family are buried there. They have to have it open for at least 1 hour a day. And there across the street's Lisa Marie. There's a string of cars over here already visiting. Here are the gates, the famous gates. Here's a memorial to Elvis's uncle, Vester, right there at the guard shack. Gates Elvis would have driven in so many times. And there's Graceland over there. I've never ever gotten to do this. I mean, I've walked up the walk for the candlelight vigil last year for his remembrance of his passing, but never got to do the morning visit. Just kind of imagine, I know Elvis was not a morning person, but you can just imagine him out here riding his motor vehicles through here, the little doom buggies and the three-wheelers, and the horses would have been over there. His favorite horses. They don't allow you when this forks off, you can't walk up there because that's the house, just for security reasons. We'll get a closer look at the house, but you can see it right there. The home of Elvis. How amazing. Just the countless video home recordings of Elvis riding around this grass, it just brings a big smile to my face. Because with the popularity now that Elvis is getting, you're seeing a lot of new fans to Elvis, but my hope is that we don't lose the real Elvis. That we don't lose the real Elvis to an Elvis that they're trying to present to people. There's only one Elvis Presley, and I don't know. It's just amazing to see what legacy he's left. So many people come visit this, it's just unbelievable. How long has it been since you've been to Graceland?
I think it was here 96-ish, 96, 97, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lots of changes since you were here.
You know, it's a bit, it's like Elvis Inc. now, you know. There's used to be a couple of souvenir shops here and there, but it's that hotel where we're staying, the guest suites.
Over the top.
Oh my God, it's crazy. I mean, it's beautiful.
They want you to live like Elvis when you're here, like to get that full experience, and you can't obviously Airbnb it, so.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something though?
Over there you can see the white fence where the horses are usually out roaming around. There would have been golf carts always out here roaming around. Famous footage of Vernon, Elvis's father, in one of Elvis's old white cars, stuck in the snow out here, backing it up and going back along here before they put the meditation garden back here. And this is as close as they let you get. They put a little chain here. And then Elvis's bedroom would have been the top floor right up here, or he would have also passed away. Here's his pool. Lots of photos of him swimming out here at this pool. There's the meditation garden. Have the gardener up here working a little bit, but we can see Elvis right over there. There's all this amazing stained glass on the back. Elvis used to spend a lot of time out here. There he is. Like I said, only one Elvis Presley. And to me, you know, the real Elvis, you watch the '68 comeback special, you watch That's the Way It Is, or Elvis in concert. They really show you the true man, the sense of humor, the likability, how much fun he was having all the time. So great to visit Elvis. All kinds of nice tributes to him out here. There's his twin brother Jesse's memorial grave. And there's his mother Gladys, his beloved mother, that they had moved over here from her original burial where Elvis was also originally buried. And here's his father Vernon, also his business manager. I think very poorly portrayed his parents in the movie that just came out. I thought it was a very disrespectful portrayal. Then there's the Eternal Flame with all of his friends' names on it. And when I met Nurse Tish at Elvis Week, she said that was her idea. And of course Elvis. Of course there's always the stories people don't believe that he actually passed, but I do. When you see any of his friends, Memphis Mafia, or anyone talk about him, the hurt that comes across their face of missing him is not something that people have when they believe that it was a fake death. And then here's his grandmother Dodger, Minnie Mae. And then this was originally out at Gladys's original gravesite here in town. And when they decided to move here, they moved her when Elvis was moved because they were afraid people were gonna try and steal Elvis. So they moved this over. You can see it says Presley on it. And also her original headstone. Gladys's original headstone. Here's the backside of the pool. Lots of footage of Elvis jumping off that diving board too. And then right over here is where they buried Benjamin, Lisa Marie's son. So at the time that I interviewed Angie Marchese, who is in charge of all the acquisitions and basically all the Elvis memorabilia, I asked her at the time if anyone else was going to be buried here, like Priscilla or Lisa Marie, and at the time she said no. There were no plans for that, but then just days after I interviewed her, Benjamin took his own life, and then he ended up having his final resting place here. It was wonderful to get to visit Elvis while we were here in town. Hey, it's the King! Looking good, brother.
Thank you, man. You too.
The memory lives on, but the music is all that really matters. My favorite Elvis song is I've Lost You, and I Just Can't Help Believing. So if you have a favorite Elvis song, go put it on and honor the man today. What a wonderful experience. I mean, other than I could have done without the leaf blowers, could have done without that, you know, the first hour when everybody's out visiting his grave. Why have that going when they could have waited another half hour? But really, they could have done it on any other part of the property. But
this is the time where the reverence is important. This is what makes it the cemetery, and you know, just that 1 hour in the morning, and they could just hold on.
Yeah, but they got to make it look good. I'll let it slide, you know.
Not me, no.
This was awesome.